Here's the iron furnace, like the one in Pennsylvania. Every day it took 625 bushels of charcoal, 6¼ tons of iron ore, and 1,563 pounds of limestone, equal 3 tons of iron. Look at these big boulders here. And this is where the action took place right here. The smeltering charcoal was dumped in the top part up there. And I guess they added water and air. And voila. They created pig iron. Ingots. That's how they would ship it down to Chattanooga. Boy, it's a nice day. Good time to go in the morning. Yesterday was in the upper 90s. This is about 8 in the morning. Best time to go hiking. It was a scorcher yesterday. Okay, I wasn't actually on the Wilderness Road. Guess this is part of it, but look how steep it is. This is going east. So I'm going up to the Tri-State Peak. This is where I'm going to, up there where the foggy clouds are still hanging around. It's probably about 70 degrees. There's that iconic painting of Daniel Boone leaving the settlers. As a great wave of settlers moved west in the late 1700s to early 1800s, most people took the Wilderness Road in winter so they could be ready to plant their crops on the new frontier in the spring. Looks pretty steep. Okay, straight ahead is the Gap Trail. And I'm getting ready to go up to the Tri-State Peak Trail. Here it is, going towards Kentucky. And here it is, coming from Virginia. All right, I'm going up to the Tri-State Peak. Another marker. Let's see what's on this side. From North Carolina through Virginia to Kentucky. Marked by the Virginia Daughters. (1769). (1775). It's about 1.5 miles from the parking lot. Not a bad hike. If you're not used to the altitude, you will be huffing a bit, as I am. There's a trail, and here's a little side attraction. I'm guessing it's a spring. Could be a cave. Could be both. Yes, it is a cave. Okay, there's the trail on the left. This is Fort Foote. And it wasn't really a fort. It was like a defensive position with a cannon, maybe a couple cannons, and a small company of soldiers, or squad, whatever. And so they would guard certain pinch points. It's also an observation. They could see what the see if there was any enemy activity going on, movements and stuff like that. So many of the mountaineers and local people were not in favor of secession. They were supportive of the Union. So you had this certain areas in the mountains were like no man's land, where the Union Army didn't have full control. There was no civil authority. And so you would have these raiding bands of outliers who took advantage of the situation, the lack of authority. And they would raid farms, probably raid supply trains and stuff like that. I'm guessing this point here was where they would have a cannon. Can't really see it now because the trees are all grown up, but this is a point with a looking down on the gap. So they would have a good vantage point to fire from, to defend, and to observe. Look at the trail now. This is pretty easy. Wide and a very small gradient. Well, here it is. It's a power line right away beside it. And look, drip, drip, drip. Here we are. This is a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark, Royal Colonial Boundary of 1665. Now that's getting way, way on back there. Okay, there's the center marker. So they have the state lines marked out. I'm walking the line between Virginia and Tennessee. And here we go, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State. 120 counties. Frankfort is the capital. It's the 15th state, admitted to the Union in June 1st, 1792. And the seal, does that feature Abe Lincoln and an Indian or a pioneer? We stand, divided we fall. United we stand. Okay. And let's see. Here's the Virginia line. So let's take a little stroll around 3 states here. And where the music stops is where I will go next. Tennessee. Wait a minute, the music doesn't stop. It starts in Tennessee. The volunteer state. 95 counties. Nashville's the capital. The 16th state. Admitted June 1st, 1796. Seal of the state. Agriculture. And commerce. And I like their bird, the mockingbird. And back to old Virginia, the old Dominion state. Became a state on June 26, 1788. Cardinal is the bird. And I like this seal that they have. All right. A group of college students, ladies, were ahead of me, and they were on their way back down as I was arriving back up here. Not really much of a vista, but hey, 3 states in one hike.